mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And now running right through it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. Let's go.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second and very short, Haskins. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, this is Geis. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Washington Redskins, first down.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Third down, here's Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. On first down, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Haskins back to the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On second down, it's Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On third down, it's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Out. Quick the edge. Come.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's it, 3rd and
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. Watch it before. Come on. Zip this. Front forward. Lady weapon. All day, baby. All day.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun again to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go.
A gain of 19 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
56.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And some space here. The 20. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7.
16, Cowboys 7.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at about the Redskins' 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. To try again after the sack. Haskins, open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
On 3rd down, Haskins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Hopkins' kick is good. And it will push the lead up to 5. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Maher able to put this one through. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This is Elliott. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Pollard. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On 1st down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Again, it's Elliott. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the blitz does come. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. This to Jarwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A big play there out of Geis. 51 yards on the ground. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Looking to throw, Haskins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,